ABCD is a trapezoid. PQRS and MLKJ are two rhombuses. Diagonals of PQRS are 6 cm and 8 cm. One of the angles of MLKJ is 120 degrees and the diagonal bisecting that angle measures 15 cm. Side of PQRS is equals to AB and side of MLKJ is equals to CD. Find XY, which is the median of trapezoid. Alright, so starting with this sentence, ABCD is a trapezoid. So what is trapezoid? Trapezoid is this. Okay, two sides are parallel and other two sides are not parallel. So this is the trapezoid, and trapezoid is named as ABCD. So this is A, B, C and D. Alright, moving forward, we have PQRS and MLKJ are two rhombuses. Now what is rhombus? Rhombus is a quadrilateral that has all of its four sides equal, whose four sides are equal, and the opposite sides are parallel to each other. Okay, so that is a rhombus. So here PQRS and MLKJ are two rhombuses. Diagonal of PQRS are 6 cm and 8 cm. So this is a rhombus. It is named as PQRS, and the diagonals are, so these are the diagonals, and the lengths of the diagonals are 6 cm and 8 cm. So this is 6 cm and this is 8 cm. One more property of the diagonal, one more property of rhombus is that the two diagonals of rhombus, they form a right angle triangle in the center. So this is one of the property of rhombus. You should remember this. One of the angle of MLKJ. So there is another rhombus which is MLKJ. So let's write this down. This is a rhombus whose rhombus is a quadrilateral whose four sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel to each other, and one of the angle is 120 degree. So this is MLKJ, and one of the angles, so let's take this angle because this is forming an obtuse angle, and this is 120 degrees. All right, and the diagonal bisecting that angle measures 15 centimeters. So there is a diagonal that bisects this angle which is of 120 degree. Bisecting means dividing in two equal parts. So let's draw a diagonal like this, and this diagonal bisects this angle. So that means one side will be 60 and other side will also be equals to 60 degrees, and the length of this diagonal is given to us as 15. So this is 15. All right, side of PQRS is equals to AB. Now one of these sides, so sides are equal. Okay, so let's take the side of a parallelogram side of rhombus PQRS as X, and this X is equals to what? AB. So this AB will also be equals to X, and side of MLKJ, so this is a rhombus MLKJ. Let's take this side as Y. Okay, and this the side of MLKJ is equals to CD. So this CD is over here, so this will also be equals to Y. Now we have to find out XY. XY is a median of trapezoid. Now what is median of trapezoid? So median of trapezoid is a segment that connects the center points of the sides that are not parallel. So that means this is the center point of AD and this is the center point of BC. So that means this is equals to this and this is equals to this, and this is a median. Now let's name it XY. Now we have to find out the value of this XY, the length of this XY. All right, now one more formula that you need to be that needs to be remembered here is that the formula to calculate median of trapezoid. So the formula is half of sum of length of the parallel sides. So here the parallel sides are AB and CD. So here the sum of the sides will be AB. Sum of the parallel side here will be AB plus CD. So there is a proof of this formula. There are a lot of videos out there, you can check it out, but for the sake of solving this question I'm just writing it down that the median of trapezoid is half of the sum of sides that are parallel to each other. So half of here AB is X, CD is Y. So we have to find out this. Okay, now if we get the value of X and Y here, we'll be able to get our median. So let's move forward. So how do we proceed now? Okay, so here let's take rhombus PQRS. Now diagonals of a rhombus bisects each other. So that means this diagonal bisects this diagonal, that means this is equals to this, and the length of this is equals to length of this. Okay, so that means this entire, if this entire thing is 8, here this entire thing will be 8, so that means this will be 4, this will be 4. Here PR, this entire thing is 6, so that means this will be 3 and this will be 3 as well. Now here we can see that there is a right angle triangle. Okay, and in this right angle triangle, what we'll do is use our Pythagoras theorem. Now you don't even have to solve this, because you can simply see that here it is forming a Pythagorean triplet. So 3, 4 and x here will be 5. But I'll just solve it for you so that you can see how the value comes out. So here let's use the Pythagoras theorem. What does Pythagoras theorem says? It says that hypotenuse square is equals to one side square plus other side square. So here x square will be one side square. So one side is 3, 3 square is 9 plus other side square 4 square is 16. So we get x square is equals to 25. Getting rid of this square, we add under root. So we get x as 5. So we have found out the value of x here. Now let's move forward and get the value of y here. Okay, so what we'll do here, again draw another diagonal like this, and we know that diagonals of rhombus form right angle triangle like this, and here this MK is the entire diagonal length, which is of 15, but it bisects, so we can say that this one part is 7.5 and the other part is 7.5 as well. Now let's focus on this right angle triangle over here. We know that all the three angles of a triangle form 180 degree. Now we know that one is 90 degree, other here is 60 degree. Then what will be the angle L here? It will be 30 degrees. Only then the sum of all three angles will make 180 degree. So now here we will have to use a little bit of trigonometry. Okay, because I don't know how everyone has their way of remembering things, but this is how I remember. Okay, I remember it like this: OAO, HHB. O being the opposite side, A being adjacent, H being hypotenuse, B being base. So here sin theta is opposite over hypotenuse, cos theta is adjacent angle over hypotenuse, and tan is opposite over base. So here we will use sin theta. Okay, sin theta is equals to opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, now here which angle to use? Let's use 30 degrees. Okay, so let's use sin 30. Here opposite, so opposite is this, and the length of this is 7.5. So let's write 7.5 over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is y. Okay, now if you remember the values of trigonometric table, so sin 30 comes out to be 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2. But we'll use sin 30, so 0, 1 by 2. So sin 30 comes out to be 1 by 2 is equals to 7.5 by y. So we get y as 7.5 into 2, 15. So we have got the value of y, which is 15. We have got the value of x, which is 5. Let's put this over here. So we get median of trapezoid as half of 15 plus 5, 20. So 2 ones are 0. So we have got the length of the median of trapezoid as 10, and this is our required answer. So here option B is the correct one.